So, my dear DSG, Chairman Mobilization, members of Central Committee, members of Parliament, and my dear friends, I welcome you to my humble residence, and I want to thank all of you most sincerely for your show of solidarity the ordeal was not a pleasant one at all. It was a gruesome ordeal. However, I am to address the nation on that matter at an opportune time. The only thing I can say to you today, in appreciating your show of love to me, is to remind ourselves that every career has its own hazards. Unfortunately for us in Zambia, we are also making violence become a hazard of politics. It not ought to be. Politics can be performed devoid of violence. And we have to ask ourselves, why is this happening? And my message to all of us this afternoon is that before we point at another person, let's point at the man and the woman in the mirror. If every person points at the person in the mirror and convinces the person in the mirror that we're going to get involved in politics which is devoid of violence, so shall it be. It is very easy for us to point at others. It's very difficult to point at ourselves. Very difficult. But my message to all of us is, if we're going to make this a better world, the one who should be transformed is ourselves. The people who engage in political violence don't spring from Mars. They live amongst us. And quite often those people that we see confronting others do not act spontaneously. They plan. And quite often those that are in the forefront are only but in the forefront. Quite often they are tools. And every tool is controlled. And very often the one who controls becomes invisible. This is the reason why I appeal to all of us, my fellow politicians, that the onus is on all of us. And like I said, there shall come a day soon when I'll address the nation on this matter, when I'll address the press on this matter, when I will go into the details on this matter. All I can say to you now is that when the incidents occurred, I refrained from issuing a statement to the police. I did not say a word to the police. And you saw that the spokesperson of the police said that they had arrested a number of people and now they were inviting me to go and register my complaint. I certainly will do that, and after I've registered my complaint, only then will I address the press. I can say to you, as friends who are concerned about my welfare, I can say to you that yes, I was beaten, Yes, I was injured, but fortunately, when I went for medical review yesterday, my doctors told me that as at yesterday, I didn't have any fractures, I didn't have any physical injury, except for a swelling on my gum, a swelling under my right knee, and some abrasions on my back. And that is the report, the medical report that I shall be filing with the police. For those of you who were talking about reconciling and so on and so forth, well, you're saying that, I was wondering, with who have I differed? With who should I reconcile? I have not differed with anyone whatsoever. And until I meet the assailants, the ones who beat me up in Kabwe, I'm not able to reconcile with them. If the reconciliation is towards those who beat me up, I cannot reconcile with them before I hear why they beat me up. And I can assure you that this is not the first time that people have attacked me. It happened before, and the culprits were incarcerated. But in my spirit of reconciliation, I went and begged the president to pardon the young man. He was pardoned, he didn't serve sentence. So reconciliation for me is a natural thing. I don't have to struggle to reconcile with people. If it is to do with the party, and I heard you saying a lot of things about the party and so on, I want to assure you that ever since His Excellency President Edgar Chagwa Lungu, may so rest in peace, asked me to hold the fort in the Patriotic Front, I have done and will continue to do the best of my ability to hold everyone together. And every decision that will proceed from myself in the running of this party, rest assured, will be done in the best interest of the party. All my decisions, I will not, and I have not made any decision in my position as president of this party, or acting president, as many would like to refer to me, which was in the interest of any particular individual, let alone myself. All the decisions that I have made, and God help me, all the decisions that I will make as I hold this position will be in the best interest of the party. That you can rest assured. So you need not worry. The party has been safe for the last 4 years. The party is going to the convention, and I shall ensure that I do whatever I can to safeguard it. I shall ensure, I shall do my very best to ensure that the party is protected, that the programs of the party are not frustrated, in the interest of all the members of the party, and more so in the interest of the citizens of Zambia. Holding the position that I hold today is a privilege, but also a duty which I owe not only to the members of the party, but a duty that I owe the citizens of Zambia. Any disturbance in the Patriotic Front is a disturbance to the democracy of this country. I would like to therefore enjoin all of you, my dear friends, to ensure that we hold together. In holding together, let us bear in mind that each one of us has a particular role. Each one of us has a particular responsibility. Each one of us has a particular duty as is enshrined in our Constitution. That is one thing that I would like all of us to respect. And I will be the first to respect that. So my dear friends, thank you very much for coming, and may God bless you for showing love.
Prayers used to want to have a big prayer.
Yeah,
Frozen prayer.
yes.
Was one of our mothers to pray.
Not fair. One family sells never a move from the kitchen. The community Samalunde to me from Chishimba Kambwili. Teresa to Atila to Atotela and Machanda program. When Fumlesa wesu to Amilomba Mutaba Punta and Shoko the president was Walam to take a meeting, but I'm getting take a Bantu. Program Bakwete, Mamadi, Shive, Venatabala, that Talesa Twadi and Ubasungila, Puacano Mupashuachin Furunganyo Kovalea, Puacano Rupato Kovalea, Esa wesu to Alumafiam Lopam from Yesu Christo in Gabobu Chingo, you mueo, Navonsa Varina, Mushina, young from Yesu Christo. Tata tu papa tatu afueni mwe mfumulesa osimo baruso lukulu wa mfyashi wa chinkani we ifo tu alafu maparino enchende bonse tu alasalanga na lelo imota musela tu adililani ukusunga mgomfi wenu pantu inchi tota yayanguka ile fwa ikwa fyo bukulu bwenu tata tu alomba imomo bashiviro kwa pantanji ni muishineria wa plamo Yesu Kristo emotu alombela no kushila kasungame o Yespe. Amen.
Amen. Thank you.
Young copy.
Photo. Good photo.
Yeah, it's the one bit. So we need six.
You want to
Stay up.
You face this way?
Yes, just the way you.
No need for a chair.
As we can sit.
Others can see.
Not the president. Another chair for our mother.
More chairs. More chairs.
Yeah.
Symbol.
PF, oh yeah! Oh yeah! Oh yeah, PF! Oh yeah! Wait for Emmanuel. Oh yeah! Oh yeah! Oh yeah, President! Oh yeah! Oh yeah! One Zambia! One nation! One Zambia! One nation!
Thank you.
Come here.
Always look an English word.
There. Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Mr. President, what animal is that? It looks like a horse, like a cow, like a yes, like a scrum, eh?
Boss, thank you.
It's a horse.
Is it still growing?
You can write it the way it is, as short as it is.
He's looking at his height. Be careful, remember.
If what
Some